On the last episode of our Sportster S build, you guys might have seen, we tested the commuterability? One of those things. We tested that after I installed every Harley Davidson part that I could find on the motorcycle. Turns out, worked awesome. You guys can go check that video out. There's a playlist in the description if you want to check that out. Today, I've got a ton of parts from a website called Kemimoto that is gonna give the Sportster S kind of an industrial vibe. So I'm gonna go over all the parts that we have, and then we are gonna get them installed on today's video. I'm gonna play some music and just get these things installed, and we'll see what the bike looks like. And then of course, in the next video, we'll test it out. So let's check out the parts that we got for the bike. Oh, by the way, we're giving this thing away. WRgarage.com, not gonna go into it. Why waste your time? Check the website out if you wanna win the motorcycle. We actually give them away. Okay, let's check these parts out. So in the video today, we are going to be installing a skid plate, which I think is going to be absolutely hilarious. We have a different style engine guard, so I don't know if we're going to have to remove the old ones, but this one looks really low-key and cool. We have a license plate kit, which is going to let us remove that giant ugly piece off the back. I've got some handlebar risers. I don't know if I'm going to like these or not, but hey, we're going to try them out. We also have this rear luggage rack, which I am so excited for. I do not like the tail of the Sportster S. I think this is going to be sick. And finally, we have some belt guards that are going to go on the side. As you guys can see, it is a very industrial kind of vibe that Kemimoto is working with, and I think that's going to pair super well with the Sportster S. Let's get to installing. Also guys, Kemimoto did not sponsor this episode. They just sent the parts out for me to install, but we're gonna have links for all of the stuff we're gonna be installing today in the description down below, as well as a discount code. So if you guys have a Sportster S, you wanna grab some of the stuff we're gonna be installing, you can save yourself a little money. Just check out the description. It'll have all the info that you need. Let's get started. All right, I'm gonna get started off by removing this windscreen because it's removable, and that'll give us a little more space to work with the handlebar area. I need my music. Oh my God, I almost didn't music. Also, what do we think about this? I don't know if I like it or not. Okay, handlebars are good. I kind of like this elevated position. I need to obviously go for a ride and test this out, but that's gonna put me at such a more kind of body upright position. I don't know if you guys can tell from the cameras up front. And the cool thing is this handlebar riser, it does not require any cable moving. All the cables are fine. Nothing's being pulled really tight. I'm gonna lock this down with that little cable guard right here. But I was kind of worried I was gonna have to reroute some stuff, but it doesn't look like I'm gonna have to. The only one that's a little tighter than it was is the, what is that? It's not the brake line. I guess it's like the little info wires that are running here, but I don't think it's gonna be an issue. We'll find out when I ride it. Yeah, there you go. There's a little more play. It's looking like the engine guard for the bike is going to use the exact same hardware hole as the current engine guards. So what we'll do is we'll do a swapsies. I'm gonna get these off and I'll get these installed, and we'll see how they'll look. I'll have both of them, and whoever wins the bike, I'll just give both engine guards to them. But I wanna see what it looks like with this kind of a lower key setup, because I don't love how big these are. They'd probably protect a lot better, but I don't like the look. So we'll try these out, and worst case scenario, we'll swap them back. So I'm gonna get these swapped out. Look how like low-key that looks. as compared to that big old thing. I love the way this looks, so much better. It's probably not as safe or protective for the engine, but I mean, sometimes sacrifices must be made. All right, next up, we have the skid plate, which I think is gonna be hilarious. The instructions say to remove the instructions don't say at all, but they assume you've removed these lower fairing pieces. I'm gonna try to keep the side plastics and only remove the front piece. I don't know if that's possible, but we're gonna find out. All right, so not gonna be able to attach these because both of these need that front piece. I'm gonna go ahead and mount the skid plate up and see if there's any options for this. Because if I have to, I mean, I would just cut the fairing. I don't know where. I'd figure that out, but I want to keep this regardless of what happens. So we'll get our hardware up and then we'll get this thing installed. Bro, nothing's getting through that. That's hilarious. God, listen to this. Oh, interesting. It might be so tight in here it holds the fairing. It's not the most professional way to do that, but who said I was a professional?
No one.
That's awesome. All right, skid plate is installed. Super cool thing about this is that it fits in so tight in here, it presses the fairing up. So the fairing is just pressed into there. I am curious if there's gonna be like small vibrations while we're riding, and we'll find that out. But if there are, I think my fix for that is going to be to install some like high temp rubber stuff, like just little three-sided sticky or double-sided sticky on the inside of the skid plate on both sides, and that way the fairing will just stick to it. I feel like because it's being pressed in here, so if anything vibrates, it might be that, but if I put some rubber in there, you'll never hear it. And that way I get the cool front apocalyptic look, but I also get this cool little back angle. That was super cool. Okay, so I guess from here we're gonna move to the back of the bike. We've got the belt guards, we've got the upper tail rack thing, and we have the license plate adapter. So let's keep on moving. Well, if you guys watched the install video, you realize or probably know that this bag piece kicked my ass. It's just finicky part pieces. And now to install these really cool guards to replace these kind of plain looking ones, I gotta take it off. So I think I'm gonna take it off and keep it off just for the install of this and, you know, for our test video next. And then I'll put this back on afterwards. Sorry, bag. Oh, I might have the perfect tool for this that I never get to use. Oh, yes. Hell yeah. Please work. I can't believe I forgot I had this tool last time. Maybe it worked too good. Parts are going in the bag. Oh, okay, so there are guards that come on the bike on the top and the bottom. So all you're doing is replacing the stock ones with these cooler looking ones. Okay, still down for that. Dude, I'm digging the post-apocalyptic look so hard. That makes me want to like take the bike entirely in that direction. You are definitely a villain if you're rocking this bike out and then after the apocalypse. That gets so close to the wheel, Jesus Christ. My finger cannot fit. this way. It can only fit in that way, in between the tire and this. I don't know if these are more protective at all, really, but I do like the look of them much more than the stock ones. So that's pretty cool. Okay, let's check out this little top thing. I don't know why I got it. I'm not gonna put luggage on this bike. Maybe I will. Long day on it? I don't know. Let's find out. Ultimate commuting. Alrighty, guys, we have a bit of a, we'll call it a hiccup. The funny part is, I was literally about to say, the Kemimoto stuff has been super good. They've got these really good instructions. They got all the hardware in bags. And then I was literally like prepping up to say that to the camera, and I was taking off the rear. All I did was like put the key in, take the seat off, and then this piece just pops in. And I opened the bag for this rear little luggage rack thing. No hardware, no instructions. So I put it on here and I'm like, okay, cool, it fits. I can see how I remove the screw and it goes into here, but then I got two holes that just go straight through. There's no threads in those. There's no threads in these holes. So this is supposed to just stay on by the one screw, I guess, which I guess is fine. But then there's this piece that has these four holes. There's threads and everything. There's holes here. It fits up. And no hardware. So we lucked out. So earlier, can you guys see this little screw? So when we took, you can't really see it, but haha, wait. Haha, perfect. So we happened to take off 4 screws from that front plate in the front of the motorcycle where we put the skid plate on. These are somehow the perfect length, the perfect thread for this little top piece. So we're gonna be using these. And from the research I did on the license plate, which is gonna go here, it's right here as well. So we're just gonna do the license plate and the rear rack at the same time because it's all this area. So I think that'll just be a lot easier. So we're gonna get to that. Actually, you know what? Oh wait, the license plate come with a tail light? For real? Hold on now. That, I would be super impressed. If it does, we continue. It does. Oh my gosh, I know you guys can't see any of this, but oh my gosh. Check it out. So, okay, update. I was gonna say, the reason I wanted the license plate bracket was to get rid of this chonking thing, but for some reason I was thinking it was just a license plate bracket. Forgive me, I got multiple builds going on right now. But the license plate comes with a tail light. So this whole, however big it is, coming off, gonna be replaced by this and that. Sick. Okay, now we will get to it. Music playing and go. There's no way I can thread this in through here, right? Oh, it's close. It's close. I'm doing it. Give me that. Give it to me right now. We are threading that thing through. All right, we gotta be delicate. Don't want to break it. Okay. Shh. Come on. Come on. Shh. Just do it. Just come this way.
Really? Nothing.
Come on. It's gonna be so much fun over here. Come on. Come on. If I have to remove the rubber thing. Oh, there we go. Ha! Success.
Great success.
Bro, look how damn low-key this about to be. Also, why do they tell you to install the wire up? Or is it supposed to? No freaking way. That is pretty damn slick, bro. Absolutely. Where are those bolts? We are about to install the shit out of this. Is it supposed to do that? It just says to thread it underneath, but why would you not send it through that? Whatever. We've gone this far. Bro, look how much, there's so little margin in so much of this bike now. Whatever. It's gonna be cool. Okay, Let's get the fairings back on and see how they go on top of this. Because hypothetically they should. Look at that. Look at that. Hell yes. This bed looks so damn good. Okay, now before we go any farther, we have got to remove this, remove the cable that goes up into this, unplug it, and it should plug into this guy. How easy that's gonna be, we're gonna find out. Oh, okay, the cable, it's right here. Oh, easy. All right, we're gonna move cameras over here so you guys can have a better view. Actually, you know what? While the cameras are rolling, let's just wrap this area up. Let's get it finished up, and then that way we can move to the bottom part. Somehow, this is gonna hold the entire rear plate. Look at, such a good move. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of more solid than I would have expected it to be. I feel like there's gotta be a better way to install it with some hardware in the back, but if it fits, it fits, man. If it fits, it sits. Then the cool plate and the hardware that I totally got in the box. It's blacked out too, so it just, everything's working here. I love this. Yeah, so see, if you put a ton of weight, I mean, I guess it can't go anywhere, right? Yeah, I just really want hardware in the back, but I guess I guess if you're pressing, if you have something on top of it, it can't really go anywhere. And the seat's gonna be holding it in as well. Oh well. That's what that is. I think it looks sick, so I'm down with that. Okay, now we get to remove this thing. I'm gonna move you guys. Okay, so the plug we need's right there. So we can actually just unplug it right now. There we go. Damn, that thing is heavy. Bro, we're about to lose so much weight off the back of this bike. That's insanity. All right, let's not throw my license plate away. That would be less than ideal. Look at the cleanliness back here. That's what I say. Boom. Done. Let's get the license plate on there before I inevitably forget and get a ticket. Although, I know you guys, you like the ticket videos. We don't like to make them here. Now, before we wrap everything up, turning the bike on and double checking that that works, because it's a plug and play, so it should, but you never know. Okay, key, cool. Yes. What about sweet, bro? It's so clean off the back. That is incredibly exciting. So you guys know what video I have to make now, right? With it looking so clean off the back, I need to put a 360 camera off of the swing arm and just shoot it straight back and have it look back at me from, or lower, and have it look up at me from this angle, and you'll just see this clean bike. That's gonna be sick. Okay, I'm gonna clean up the table. We're gonna do some detail shots and we'll show off all of the parts we installed. Today was a pretty good install day. This is great, love this. I need more of this. All right, my friends, that is it for all the Kemimoto stuff on the Sportster S. We got the engine guard installed. We have the handlebar risers installed. We have the skid plate installed, which is just hilarious. We have the belt guard installed. We have the tail, I don't even know what they call that. They call it that thing. And then we have the fender eliminator tail plate with a light. Overall, really solid install, entire process. The only hiccup through the entire process was the lack of hardware for the little luggage rack. That's what we'll call it. I don't know if that's the actual name. Overall though, everything was really nice. Kemimoto does a pretty good job of giving you guys instructions for everything, so it made everything super simple. Totally recommend getting stuff from there if you guys have a Sportster S yourself. If you want to win this motorcycle, you can go to wrgarage.com. You can grab a membership, you can grab merch, whatever you grab there, it automatically gives you entries in our system. And then when we get done with the bike build and we give it away, we're gonna do a random drawing. So the more entries you have, the better chance you have to win. On the next episode, guys, we're gonna take this bike out for a ride and test everything out. I'm super curious what those lower fairings are gonna sound like. I definitely want to see how that luggage rack works, and I cannot wait to show you guys like a low upward angle with how clean the rear looks. I am stoked, but unfortunately it's raining and tornado weather today, so definitely not gonna do that. But you should subscribe so you know when that video comes out. Oh, almost forgot. In the description down below, we'll have links to all of the parts. God, I am such a bad YouTuber. In the description down below, we will have links to all of the parts that we installed on the bike today, as well as the discount code. So you guys check that out if you have a Sportster S for yourself. Get you some of these parts, whichever ones you need. Thank you, Kemimoto, for sending the stuff out, and we'll see you guys on the next one.